Change does not happen by chance. It happens when you decide to live by rules that support your growth every day. The life you want in 2025 depends on the choices and habits you build right now. Without clear rules, you risk staying stuck in the same patterns. Transformation is not about quick fixes. It is about committing to a new way of thinking and acting that leads to lasting results. Today, we will explore 10 essential rules that can transform your life in 2025. These rules are simple but powerful steps that anyone can follow to create clarity, build momentum, and stay focused on what matters. This is about creating real change that lasts beyond the excitement of a new year. It is about taking control of your daily habits, mindset, and actions so you can become the person you want to be. If you're ready to commit to change and make 2025 your breakthrough year, then let's dive in. Number 1. Commit to daily growth with small, consistent actions. Most people wake up feeling like life is just something happening to them. They hit snooze 3 times, drag themselves out of bed, scroll through their phone, rush to get ready, and barely make it through the day. Then they come home, throw themselves in front of the TV, eat whatever's around, and tell themselves they'll do better tomorrow. But that tomorrow never seems to come. A week passes, a month, then another year. Nothing changes. Not because they didn't want it to, but because they didn't decide to grow. They didn't commit to small actions every day that build the life they say they want. The truth is, your life changes the moment you decide to grow just a little every single day. That's the rule. Growth doesn't come from big leaps once in a while. It comes from small steps taken every day without excuse. You don't have to make a massive change overnight. That's not how real growth happens. What you need is a simple plan, one small thing you can do each day to improve. Read 10 pages of a book, walk around the block. Drink water instead of soda. Listen to a podcast that teaches you something instead of wasting hours on gossip or entertainment. The changes seem tiny, almost too simple. But here's what happens. Those small actions build a new mindset. They build self-respect. They remind you that you are in control of what happens next. The magic isn't in doing something huge once in a while. It's in doing something small with purpose every single day. Consistency is how you build momentum, and momentum is how you transform your life. People always say, "Oh, I don't have time," but that's not true. Time isn't missing. It's just being used for things that don't serve your growth. You do have time. You're just giving it to the wrong things. You're not too busy to grow. You're distracted. And distractions are costing you the life you could have had. You scroll for 30 minutes instead of using 10 minutes to journal, reflect, or learn something new. You binge a show for hours instead of using 15 minutes to plan your next day. You say you're tired, but you're mentally drained from doing things that don't fulfill you. When you start putting small, intentional actions first, your energy changes. You feel a little better. You think a little clearer. You believe in yourself a little more. That's how change begins. Every successful person you've ever looked up to, every single one got there by doing simple things repeatedly. They built routines. They stayed consistent. Not perfect, just consistent. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not some secret formula. It's discipline. It's deciding every morning, I'm going to do something today that moves me forward, no matter how small it is. And that decision compounds, day after day, week after week. Before long, you're not the same person anymore. You're sharper, stronger, more focused. You start attracting different opportunities. People notice the change in you, even if you don't notice it yet. You've got to get serious about this. Growth doesn't happen by accident. You can't keep wishing for better and doing the same things that got you stuck. You've got to decide that today is the day you stop drifting. You've got to wake up and choose action over comfort, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. One small thing, just one, every day. You can't wait to feel ready. You can't wait to feel motivated. You've got to act first, and then the motivation will follow. That's how real change begins. That's how you build a new version of yourself. Step by step, choice by choice. People underestimate what they can do in a year. They overestimate what they can do in a week. The key is staying steady. You don't need to overhaul your life in one day. You just need to get a little better than yesterday. That's the target. Not perfection progress. You brush your teeth every day. You eat every day. You sleep every day. Why? Because it's necessary. It's part of living. Personal growth is just as necessary. Feed your mind. Train your body. Keep your promises to yourself. Make that your new standard. You're not doing this to impress anyone. You're doing this because you've got one life, and it's not meant to be lived in survival mode. The moment you commit to daily growth, everything shifts. You stop playing the victim. You stop waiting for circumstances to change. You become the reason your life gets better. You stop blaming others. You stop complaining. You realize that progress is always available to you, even if you're broke, tired, or starting from scratch. The decision to grow is yours. No one can take that from you. Even when things around you are falling apart, you can still learn. You can still take a step forward. You can still be better than you were yesterday. That mindset is unshakable. It's how you rise, even when life hits hard. Start small. Build one habit. One change. Wake up 15 minutes earlier. Write down 3 things you're working on. Walk for 10 minutes. Read before bed. Track what you did at the end of the day. Those things feel easy to skip, but they're the foundation. Skip them long enough, and you fall back. Do them long enough, and you become unstoppable. It's not about trying to be great someday. It's about doing the things today that make you proud. The moment you start doing those things, your self-image changes. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries and fails. You start seeing yourself as someone who follows through. Don't wait for the new year. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for the right mood. Start with today. Start with now. Small daily actions add up to massive transformation over time. You just have to trust the process. You just have to keep showing up. Even when it's boring, even when it feels pointless, the results always come. The change always comes. But only if you stay in it. Don't chase big change. Commit to small wins. The kind that seem invisible at first. But over time, they build a person you never thought you could become. You've got to build the habit of showing up for yourself. That's the real win. Whether it's 5 minutes of journaling, reading, moving your body, or just being intentional with how you speak to yourself, it matters. It all adds up. And the best part? You don't need anyone's permission to start. You don't need to wait until everything is perfect. The time to grow is now. The tool is consistency. The method is simple actions. The result is a new life, one you created with your own 2 hands, one step at a time. Your life in 2025 can be completely different. Not because something magical happens, but because you decided that every day counts. You decided to stop wasting time. You decided to stop giving your energy to things that don't move you forward. You decided to grow deliberately, consistently, without apology. Number 2, prioritize your mental and physical health every day. Too many people treat their bodies and minds like they are endless resources. They push through exhaustion, skip meals, ignore stress, and neglect rest because there's too much to do. It's as if health is something to fix only when it breaks. But reality hits hard when the body gives out, the mind feels overwhelmed, and energy disappears. Then it's not about chasing dreams or goals anymore, it's about surviving the day. The harsh truth is, without your health, everything else falls apart. You cannot perform at your best, think clearly, or handle challenges if your mental and physical health aren't priorities. They're not luxuries. They are the foundation of every success and every good day you want to have. Ignoring this is the fastest way to stall your progress and drain your potential. Health is not just about avoiding sickness. It's about showing up fully alive and capable every day. It means having the energy to tackle your goals, the mental clarity to make decisions, and the resilience to bounce back when life hits hard. When you ignore your mental or physical health, you sacrifice more than you realize. You lose focus. Your motivation drops. Your mood sours. Tasks become harder, and setbacks feel overwhelming. You lose the spark that makes you unstoppable. If you want to transform your life, health must become a daily priority, not something you do when you get around to it. It's a choice you make every morning, every meal, every moment. Physical health starts with the basics. You need to fuel your body with nutritious food, not just fast or easy options. Eating well means giving yourself energy, not just filling your stomach. When you eat nourishing meals, your body can repair, build strength, and keep up with your daily demands. Sleep is just as important. It's not a sign of weakness to rest. It's necessary for recovery. When you get enough sleep, your mind sharpens. You can focus better. You think clearer. Your emotions stay steady. Without good sleep, your productivity suffers, your immune system weakens, and your mood crashes. Exercise doesn't mean pushing yourself to extremes. It's about moving your body regularly in ways that feel good. Walking, stretching, or light workouts boost your energy and reduce stress. Ignoring your body's needs only sets you up for burnout and illness. Mental health is just as critical. Stress piles up quietly, building tension that weighs you down without you noticing. Worries about money, relationships, or the future can clutter your mind and steal your peace. If you don't address your mental state, it can spiral into anxiety or depression. Your mind needs care and rest just like your body. Taking breaks during the day to breathe, meditate, or simply disconnect helps you reset. Talking with someone you trust, whether a friend, family member, or professional, keeps your feelings from becoming bottled up. It's a sign of strength, not weakness, to seek support. When you treat your mental health with respect, you build emotional resilience. You become better at handling challenges without falling apart. Prioritizing health daily requires clear boundaries. You have to say no to things that drain your energy or add unnecessary stress. That might mean turning off your phone for a while, skipping a social event, or limiting work hours. It's hard because it feels selfish to focus on yourself, but it's the most generous thing you can do for those who depend on you. When you are healthy, you show up stronger for others and for your goals. You create a positive ripple effect in every area of your life. Many people wait for a health crisis to wake up. They wait until exhaustion or illness forces them to slow down. That delay costs them years of productivity, happiness, and peace. Imagine if you treated your mind and body as your most important assets right now. Imagine how much clearer your goals would be, how much more energy you'd have, and how much stronger you would feel to push through obstacles. It's not about perfection or extremes. It's about daily habits that honor your well-being, drinking enough water, eating a balanced meal, taking a moment to breathe, moving your body, and getting enough rest. These habits add up to a healthier life and a stronger, more capable you. Taking care of your health also sharpens your confidence. When you feel good physically and mentally, you stand taller, speak clearer, and think smarter. You approach challenges with a calm mind instead of panic. You make decisions from a place of strength, not fear. This confidence spreads to everything you do, giving you an edge that no skill or talent can replace. Prioritizing your health daily isn't just about survival, it's about thriving. It's about living with enough energy and focus to chase your dreams without feeling drained or overwhelmed. You are not meant to be tired all the time. You are not meant to feel anxious or unfocused every day. Your body and mind are tools, but they need care. If you break a tool, you fix it quickly. Your health deserves the same urgent attention. Don't wait until symptoms get severe or motivation disappears. Treat your mental and physical health like the valuable assets they are. This means creating a routine that supports your well-being and sticking to it even when life gets busy or stressful. It's a commitment to yourself that pays dividends in every part of your life. The reality is that your future depends on how well you care for yourself today. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't lead others or reach your full potential if your mind and body are worn down. When you prioritize your health every day, you build a foundation that supports growth, success, and happiness. You give yourself the best chance to perform at your highest level and face life's challenges with strength. It's the single most important investment you can make in your future. Your health journey is personal, and it doesn't have to be complicated. It starts with simple choices repeated daily. Choose water over soda. Choose sleep over scrolling your phone late at night. Choose to take a walk instead of sitting for hours. Choose to pause and breathe when stress creeps in. Choose to seek help when you feel overwhelmed. These choices become habits. Habits become lifestyle. Lifestyle becomes your new normal. And that new normal is the life you want, a life filled with energy, clarity, and resilience. No one else can make these choices for you. No one else will live your days for you. The control you have over your mental and physical health is one of the most powerful tools in your hands. Use it. Guard it. Honor it every day. Your mind and body are the engine that drives everything you do. Treat them well, and they will carry you farther than you thought possible. Neglect them, and you'll struggle to keep moving forward no matter how hard you try. The choice is yours. Prioritize your health every single day, or settle for less than your potential. Every day presents an opportunity to take better care of yourself. Every meal, every moment of rest, every decision to move or breathe is a chance to strengthen your foundation. When you start living this way, you'll feel a shift deep inside. You'll wake up with more energy. You'll handle stress with calm. You'll think clearer and work smarter. Your life will become smoother, more joyful, and more productive. This isn't about discipline alone. It's about respect for yourself and the life you want to create. You deserve a life where your health supports your goals, not holds you back. Prioritizing your mental and physical health daily isn't just advice. It's the rule to transform your life in 2025. It's how you build the strength to face challenges, the focus to make smart decisions, and the energy to keep moving forward. Number 3. Eliminate negative influences from your environment immediately. Most people don't realize how much their environment shapes their mindset and their life outcomes. It's easy to blame circumstances, luck, or other people when things aren't going well. But the truth is, negative influences, whether from people, places, or habits, slow your progress without you noticing. They drain your energy, cloud your judgment, and hold you back from becoming the person you want to be. You can have all the goals in the world, but if your surroundings keep pulling you down, growth becomes a constant struggle. Every day you stay in a toxic environment is a day lost. Change starts with cutting out those negative influences immediately. Negativity doesn't always come with loud arguments or clear signs. Often it's quiet, subtle, and sneaky. It might be the constant complaining from friends who never want to improve. It could be a workplace filled with gossip, jealousy, or low morale. It might even be habits or routines that limit your progress, like procrastination or mindless scrolling on social media. These things creep into your life and drain your focus and energy slowly. When you absorb negativity day after day, it wears down your confidence. You begin to doubt your abilities and question your dreams. This is why it's essential to recognize what's toxic in your life and remove it before it takes root. Removing negative influences means being honest with yourself. It means examining your daily interactions and habits with clear eyes. Which conversations leave you feeling discouraged? Which activities drain your spirit instead of lifting it? Which thoughts dominate your mind when you're alone? Once you identify these toxic elements, you have to act. Don't wait for them to get better or hope the situation will change on its own. Waiting is just giving permission for negativity to grow. The faster you remove yourself from harmful environments and people, the faster you clear the path for growth. This is not always easy. Cutting ties with people or leaving familiar places can feel uncomfortable and lonely at first. You may worry about losing friends, missing out, or facing uncertainty. But remember, the cost of staying in a toxic space is far greater than the discomfort of change. When you remove negativity, you create room for positivity, growth, and new opportunities. You allow yourself to breathe freely and think clearly. Your mind and heart no longer have to carry the weight of others' limiting beliefs or harmful behaviors. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is as important as eliminating negative ones. When you're around people who encourage you, support your goals, and believe in your potential, you start to believe in yourself more. Positive people challenge you to grow, inspire you to act, and celebrate your progress. Their energy is contagious and powerful. They hold you accountable, push you forward, and lift you when you stumble. If your current circle lacks these qualities, it's a sign to widen your circle or seek new connections. Growth happens in communities that value progress, support, and kindness. Environment also includes the media you consume. Think about what you watch, listen to, and read. Is it helping you move forward, or is it filling your mind with doubt, fear, or anger? News and social media can easily pull you into negativity if you're not careful. Constant exposure to bad news, toxic debates, or comparison traps damages your mental health and steals your motivation. Choose content that educates, motivates, and inspires you. When your mind is fed with uplifting and constructive ideas, it becomes easier to stay focused on your goals and maintain a positive outlook. Your personal habits are part of your environment too. Habits like procrastination, self-doubt, or avoidance add to negativity internally. These habits form patterns that keep you stuck. To eliminate negative influences, you must also confront these internal barriers. Replace harmful habits with positive ones. For example, swap complaining with problem solving. Replace self-criticism with self-encouragement. These small shifts in your daily routine build a mental environment that supports your growth instead of blocking it. Sometimes the hardest negative influence to remove is your own mindset. Doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs can trap you inside a cage you didn't even realize was there. These thoughts whisper that you're not good enough, not smart enough, or that failure is inevitable. They keep you from trying and from taking risks. The first step to cutting out negativity is recognizing these thoughts for what they are, false stories holding you back. Challenge those beliefs by focusing on facts, your past wins, and your strengths. Replace fear with faith in your ability to learn and grow. This internal clearing is as important as changing your external environment. You cannot afford to stay comfortable with negative influences in your life. Comfort often feels safe, but keeps you stuck in the same patterns that limit your success. Change is uncomfortable, but that discomfort is a sign you're growing. Every time you remove a toxic influence, you expand your capacity to become better. You open space for clarity, energy, and new possibilities. You give yourself permission to be the person you want to be, free from the chains of negativity. Negativity wears down your spirit slowly but surely. It saps your confidence, clouds your thinking, and drains your motivation. The longer you allow it to stay, the harder it becomes to break free. You owe it to yourself to identify what's harmful and remove it now. Not next week, not when it's convenient, but immediately. Immediate action sends a powerful message to your mind and heart. You are serious about your growth. You will not settle for anything less than an environment that lifts you up. This rule is about protecting your energy fiercely. Your time and attention are precious. If you waste them on negativity, you waste your future. What you focus on grows. If you focus on toxic people, thoughts, or habits, they will expand in your life. If you choose to focus on positivity, support, and growth, that will grow instead. You have the power to choose what occupies your space. Guard that space like it's sacred. Because it is. Think about the people you spend most of your time with. How do they make you feel? Inspired or drained? Hopeful or defeated? Energized or exhausted? Those feelings are your guide. They tell you what is serving you and what is hurting you. Don't ignore those signals. Act on them. When you cut away negativity, you free yourself to be more creative, more focused, and more confident. You give yourself a fighting chance to build the life you want. You might feel guilty or selfish for removing certain people or situations, but this is not selfish, it's self-preservation. You cannot pour from an empty cup. By protecting your environment, you become stronger, more patient, and more loving in your relationships. You set a standard for how you expect to be treated and how you treat yourself. This respect creates healthier relationships and attracts better opportunities. Remember, the goal is not to avoid challenges or difficult conversations. Sometimes negativity comes from necessary growth pains. But the difference is that these challenges are purposeful and temporary. Toxic influences are constant and destructive. Distinguish between the two and protect yourself accordingly. Every day you stay in a negative environment is a day you delay your growth. Every moment you choose positivity and healthy boundaries is a moment you build your future. You deserve an environment that supports your dreams, fuels your energy, and respects your journey. Make the choice to eliminate negativity now. Your life depends on it. Number 4. Set ambitious goals and break them into steps. A lot of people carry around dreams they never turn into reality because they think big goals are impossible or too far away. They see the finish line as so distant that starting feels pointless. That feeling of overwhelm is real. It's a huge roadblock that stops most from moving forward. But here's the truth. Big goals are only intimidating when you look at them as one massive challenge. The key to transforming your life is to set ambitious goals, yes, but then to break them down into smaller, manageable steps you can take every day. Without a clear plan broken into pieces, big goals remain fantasies. They sit on a shelf waiting for the right time that never comes. Ambitious goals create direction and purpose. They pull you forward and push you to become more than you are today. But goals without a plan are just wishes. When you write down a big goal, you need to immediately divide it into smaller actions. These steps become the blueprint for your success. Instead of staring at an impossible mountain, you focus on the next few steps in front of you. This shift from overwhelm to action is what turns goals into progress. Many people skip this step. They get excited about the end goal and jump in blindly, hoping motivation alone will carry them through. The problem is motivation fluctuates. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. Other days you won't. That's why relying on motivation is risky. What keeps you moving when motivation fades is a clear step-by-step plan. Knowing exactly what to do next, no matter how small, builds momentum. Momentum is powerful. Once you start moving forward, even slowly, it becomes easier to keep going. Breaking goals into steps also helps you stay focused. It's easy to get distracted or overwhelmed by too many things at once. When your goals are clear and broken down, your daily actions become simple choices. You know what to do and when to do it. This clarity cuts through confusion and hesitation. It stops you from wasting time on unimportant tasks or feeling lost. Your energy flows directly toward what matters most. Another benefit of breaking goals into steps is that it allows for progress tracking. When your goal is a big, vague idea, it's hard to measure how far you've come. But if you have a checklist or milestones, you see your growth clearly. Each completed step is a win. Those wins build confidence and encourage you to keep going. When setbacks happen, and they will, you can look back at what you've achieved and remind yourself you're capable. This helps prevent discouragement and keeps your mindset strong. Setting ambitious goals doesn't mean setting unrealistic goals. Ambition is about reaching beyond your current limits, but still within the realm of possibility. Your goals should challenge you enough to grow, but not so far out of reach that they feel impossible. A goal that's too easy won't inspire change. A goal that's too hard will only cause frustration. Finding that balance is crucial. Aim for something that excites and scares you just a little. Start by defining what success looks like for you. Be specific. Saying, "I want to be healthier," is vague. Instead, say, "I want to lose 20 pounds in 6 months," or "I want to run a 5K in 3 months." Specific goals give you a target to aim at. Once you have that, list the smaller steps that will get you there. For weight loss, that might mean exercise 30 minutes 4 times a week, cut out sugary drinks, or prepare healthy meals every Sunday. For running, it might mean walk 10 minutes daily, then gradually add running intervals. Each step should feel doable. If a step feels too big, break it down further. Small steps are easier to start and finish. Completing them creates positive habits that compound over time. That compounding effect is the secret to transforming your life. It's not about giant leaps every day. It's about consistent, small actions building on each other. Commit to reviewing your goals and steps regularly. Life changes, and your plan needs to adapt. Sometimes you'll discover better ways to reach your goal. Sometimes obstacles will require you to adjust your approach. Checking in weekly or monthly helps you stay on track and make necessary changes. This reflection also keeps your goals alive in your mind, preventing them from fading into the background of daily life. Accountability is another important factor. Share your goals and steps with someone you trust. It could be a friend, mentor, or coach. When someone else knows what you're working toward, it creates a sense of responsibility. You're less likely to skip steps or give up because you don't want to let that person down. Accountability partners can also offer support, advice, and encouragement when challenges arise. Fear of failure often stops people from setting ambitious goals. They worry about falling short or being judged. But failure is not the enemy. Failure is feedback. Every setback teaches you something valuable and moves you closer to success. When your goals are broken down into steps, failure affects only a small part of the process, not the entire goal. You can adjust your steps, learn from mistakes, and keep moving forward. This mindset removes the fear and replaces it with determination. Big goals and small steps work together like a powerful engine. The big goal provides fuel, the vision, and passion to keep going. The small steps are the engine parts that keep the machine running smoothly. Without one or the other, the process fails. Ambition without action is empty. Action without ambition is directionless. Visualize your big goal clearly. Imagine how your life will look and feel when you reach it. Picture the confidence, freedom, and satisfaction you will have. Use that vision to inspire you, especially on tough days. But then come back to your daily steps and focus on what you can do right now. This balance between vision and action is where transformation happens. Remember, transformation is not a single event. It's the result of countless small actions taken consistently over time. It's waking up each day with a plan and the willingness to follow it through. It's celebrating progress, no matter how small, and learning from every stumble. It's about patience, persistence, and faith in your ability to grow. Ambitious goals are meant to challenge you, stretch your limits, and ignite your passion. Breaking those goals into clear, manageable steps makes them achievable and keeps you moving forward. When you combine these two, you create a powerful strategy to transform your life in 2025. Each step you take is a brick building the life you want. Each small victory is proof that you're capable of more than you ever thought possible. The key is to start where you are, use what you have, and take the next step even if it's small right now. Number 5. Practice gratitude to shift your mindset positively. Life can feel heavy and unfair at times. Many people wake up overwhelmed by problems, stress, and the pressure to keep up. It's easy to focus on what's missing, what's wrong, or what isn't going according to plan. That way of thinking builds a mindset stuck in negativity and frustration. When your mind fills with complaints, worries, and doubts, it blocks your ability to see opportunities and appreciate progress. This mindset limits your growth and keeps you from feeling truly happy. Shifting your mindset through gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to change your life. It rewires how you see the world and yourself. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's an intentional practice of noticing and appreciating what you have right now, even when life isn't perfect. It's about recognizing the small blessings, the quiet moments, and the progress that often goes unnoticed. When you practice gratitude daily, your mind begins to focus on what's working instead of what's failing. This shift opens your eyes to possibilities instead of obstacles. It transforms your attitude from scarcity and lack into abundance and hope. Many people think gratitude is easy when everything is going well, but the real power of gratitude shows up when life is tough. When faced with challenges, pain, or setbacks, gratitude provides a sense of grounding. It reminds you there are things still good in your life, reasons to keep going, and lessons to be learned. This perspective reduces stress and helps you face difficulties with courage. Gratitude acts like a shield, protecting your mind from despair and negativity. One of the biggest challenges with gratitude is that it doesn't come naturally to most people. The brain is wired to notice danger, problems, and threats first. This survival mechanism means your mind constantly scans for what's wrong, making it easy to forget the good. That's why gratitude requires effort and discipline. You have to consciously look for things to be thankful for and make it a daily habit. The more you do this, the easier it becomes. Over time, your brain rewires itself to notice the positive first. Starting a gratitude practice can be as simple as writing down 3 things you're thankful for each day. These don't have to be big or dramatic. They could be as simple as a warm cup of coffee, a kind word from a friend, or a moment of peace during a busy day. The key is consistency. When you look for reasons to be grateful every day, you build a new mental habit. This habit begins to change how you experience your life. Gratitude also improves your relationships. When you appreciate the people around you and express that appreciation, it deepens your connection. People respond positively to genuine thanks and recognition. Gratitude softens conflicts and builds trust. It creates a positive cycle where kindness and respect grow naturally. When your mindset shifts to gratitude, your interactions become more loving and supportive, which in turn lifts your spirit even higher. Beyond your personal life, gratitude improves your physical and mental health. Research shows that grateful people sleep better, experience less stress, and have stronger immune systems. This is because gratitude reduces negative emotions like envy, resentment, and regret. It promotes feelings of happiness and contentment, which have direct effects on the body. When your mind feels peaceful, your body follows. Another benefit of practicing gratitude is increased resilience. Life will always have setbacks, but people who maintain a grateful mindset bounce back faster. Gratitude helps you focus on what you can control instead of what you can't. It builds mental toughness by reminding you that good things exist alongside the hard times. This balanced view gives you strength to endure challenges without losing hope. Gratitude also helps you stay present. When you focus on what you appreciate in the moment, you stop worrying about the past or future. This presence reduces anxiety and allows you to enjoy life's simple pleasures more fully. It grounds you in reality rather than fear or regret. Being present is essential for making thoughtful decisions and taking meaningful action toward your goals. To deepen your gratitude practice, consider expanding it beyond just listing what you're thankful for. Reflect on why those things matter. Think about the people, effort, or circumstances behind each blessing. This reflection creates a deeper emotional connection and makes your gratitude feel more real and heartfelt. For example, don't just say, "I'm thankful for my health." Instead, think about how your body supports you every day and the times it has helped you overcome difficulties. This creates a stronger positive impact on your mindset. Expressing gratitude outwardly is also important. Thank the people in your life regularly, not just with words, but with actions. Show appreciation through kindness, support, or simple gestures. When you express gratitude, it reinforces your positive feelings and spreads that energy to others. This creates an uplifting environment that supports your growth and happiness. If negative thoughts or complaints try to take over, pause and consciously replace them with gratitude. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on what is good alongside what is difficult. This choice shifts your emotional state and helps you respond to challenges more calmly and creatively. Gratitude turns your life into a story of progress and possibility. Instead of focusing on what you lack, you begin to see how far you've come. You notice the resources and people available to you. You feel more hopeful about your future because you recognize the positive foundation beneath your feet. This positive foundation builds confidence and encourages you to keep pushing forward. Practicing gratitude every day is not just a feel-good exercise. It's a transformational habit that rewires your brain and shapes your reality. It creates a mindset that attracts more good things because you're open to seeing and receiving them. Gratitude expands your capacity for joy, peace, and success. It connects you to a deeper sense of meaning and purpose. Choosing gratitude is choosing empowerment. When you focus on what's good, you take control of your emotions instead of being controlled by circumstances. This control frees your energy to create, build, and improve. Gratitude lights the way through darkness and points you toward a better version of yourself. No matter where you are right now, practicing gratitude can change your life. It starts with a simple decision to notice what's good, appreciate it fully, and express that appreciation. Over time, this practice will transform your mindset, your health, your relationships, and your results. Gratitude is not a magic fix, but it's the foundation of lasting change. Your mindset shapes your life. To transform your life in 2025, start with gratitude. Make it a daily habit. Look for what's working, what's good, and what's possible. This shift will open doors you didn't see before and fuel the courage you need to keep moving forward. Gratitude changes everything because it changes you. Number 6. Learn something new weekly to expand your knowledge. Most people feel stuck because they're repeating the same patterns over and over. Day in and day out, they do the same things, think the same thoughts, and settle for the same results. This cycle leads to frustration and boredom, making it hard to see a way forward. The reality is that growth depends on expanding your mind. To change your life, you must change what you know and how you think. Learning something new every week is the secret to breaking free from old habits and opening doors to fresh opportunities. This simple habit creates momentum, sharpens your skills, and builds confidence. Learning isn't just for school or formal education. It's a lifelong process that shapes your mindset and shapes your future. When you commit to learning something new every week, you push yourself beyond comfort zones and familiar limits. That effort rewires your brain, making it stronger, more creative, and better equipped to solve problems. Knowledge gives you tools to face challenges more effectively and make smarter choices. It's like adding fuel to your personal growth engine. Many people underestimate the power of continuous learning because they think they don't have time or that it's too complicated. But learning can be simple and practical. It doesn't require long hours or complicated courses. It could be reading a chapter of a book, listening to a podcast, watching a tutorial, or practicing a new skill. The key is to be consistent. Small chunks of learning accumulate and lead to big changes. Just 15 minutes a day or a focused hour a week can make a huge difference over time. Learning new things also helps you stay relevant in a fast-changing world. Technology, markets, and ideas evolve rapidly, and what worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. By continuously expanding your knowledge, you stay ahead and adaptable. This adaptability is critical for success in any area of life. It makes you valuable to others and opens doors to new possibilities you might never have imagined. Staying curious keeps your mind sharp and your spirit alive. Another important benefit of learning regularly is increased confidence. When you understand more, you feel more capable. You speak with authority, make better decisions, and handle difficult situations with greater ease. This confidence attracts opportunities and respect from others. It changes how you see yourself and how the world sees you. Confidence built on knowledge is solid and lasting. Learning also broadens your perspective. When you expose yourself to different ideas, cultures, or ways of thinking, you become more open-minded and empathetic. This expanded worldview helps you solve problems creatively and relate better to others. It reduces judgment and increases understanding. These qualities improve both your personal and professional relationships. The challenge many face is knowing what to learn and how to stay motivated. Start with areas that excite you or relate to your goals. If you want to improve your career, focus on skills or knowledge in that field. If you want to grow personally, explore topics like communication, emotional intelligence, or health. Setting a learning goal each week gives you direction and purpose. It turns random curiosity into focused growth. Tracking your learning progress is important too. Keep a journal or list of what you've learned and how you applied it. Reflection reinforces the knowledge and shows your growth over time. This record also reminds you that you're capable of change, fueling motivation to keep going. Sometimes, learning something new means stepping into discomfort. You might struggle with new concepts or make mistakes. That's natural and necessary. Growth requires effort and patience. Embrace the challenges as part of the journey. Each obstacle you overcome strengthens your mind and character. Learning weekly also encourages creativity. When you combine ideas from different areas, you generate fresh insights and solutions. This creative thinking gives you an edge in problem-solving and innovation. It allows you to see connections others miss, creating unique opportunities. The habit of learning regularly changes your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone stuck or limited. Instead, you become a person who grows, adapts, and improves. This shift in self-image drives further action and success. Your mindset evolves from fixed to growth-oriented. To make this habit stick, build it into your routine. Choose specific times for learning and treat them as non-negotiable appointments. Remove distractions during these periods to focus fully. Use resources that fit your learning style, whether that's reading, watching videos, or listening. Surround yourself with people who value growth and can recommend quality materials or ideas. Don't let perfectionism stop you from starting. It's better to learn something imperfectly than not at all. Progress is more important than perfection. Over time, your skills and understanding will deepen naturally. Learning something new every week is an investment in your future self. It creates a foundation of knowledge and skills that grows stronger every day. This foundation supports your ambitions and equips you to overcome challenges with wisdom. It helps you create a life of purpose, success, and fulfillment. When you make learning a priority, your world expands. Doors you didn't even know existed begin to open. Your mind becomes a tool for opportunity rather than limitation. This transformation is not sudden but gradual, built on steady effort and curiosity. In 2025, making weekly learning a habit will separate you from those who stay stuck in old patterns. It will give you a competitive advantage and a richer life experience. Your brain, confidence, and perspective will grow. You'll be ready to face new challenges and seize new opportunities with skill and courage. Remember, knowledge alone isn't enough. Applying what you learn is what creates real change. Each new idea or skill should be tested in your daily life. This application builds mastery and shows you how learning transforms into results. The commitment to learn something new every week is a commitment to yourself. It says that you value your growth and are willing to put in the work. It means choosing progress over comfort and possibility over stagnation. No matter your age, background, or situation, learning can change your path. It ignites potential and empowers you to build the life you want. This simple rule, learn weekly, holds the power to transform your mindset, skills, and future. It turns you into a lifelong student of success and fulfillment. Number 7. Surround yourself with supportive and motivated people. There's a harsh truth many overlook. The people around you have more influence on your life than you realize. Most folks don't recognize how their environment, especially the company they keep, shapes their thoughts, feelings, and actions. If you spend time with people who doubt you, criticize every idea, or drag you down with their negativity, it becomes almost impossible to move forward. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with supportive and motivated individuals, something powerful happens. Their energy lifts you up. Their mindset challenges you to do better. Their belief in your potential becomes a force that pushes you towards success. In life, nobody achieves greatness alone. Even the most successful people have mentors, friends, and colleagues who encourage and inspire them. If you want to change your life, start by taking a hard look at your circle. Are the people around you building you up or tearing you down? This isn't about cutting off family or old friends recklessly, but about choosing where you invest your time and attention. Your closest relationships should fuel your growth, not drain your spirit. The reality many face is that negative influences often sneak in unnoticed. It could be a coworker who always complains, a friend who discourages your dreams, or even your own inner circle that resists change because it's uncomfortable. These influences weigh on your mind, causing doubt and fear to creep in. Over time, they limit your vision of what's possible. This is why you have to be intentional about who you let into your life. When you connect with people who are driven, optimistic, and supportive, you absorb their mindset like a sponge. Their habits, attitudes, and energy become part of you. It's contagious in the best way. Motivated people push themselves and those around them. They hold you accountable to your goals and remind you why you started in the first place. Supportive friends listen without judgment, provide encouragement when times are tough, and celebrate your wins with genuine joy. This kind of environment creates a sense of safety and motivation that's essential for growth. Building this kind of network takes effort. It often means stepping out of your comfort zone to meet new people who inspire you. Attend events, join groups, or seek mentors who have the qualities you want to develop. Don't be afraid to ask for advice or guidance. People who are truly motivated usually love helping others grow. Their passion becomes a resource you can tap into. It's also important to be honest with yourself about relationships that no longer serve you. Toxic influences don't just slow you down, they can derail your progress entirely. Negative people drain your energy, fill your mind with doubt, and keep you stuck in old patterns. You don't have to cut them off in a dramatic way, but you can limit your exposure and protect your mindset. Guard your time like the valuable asset it is. The support you seek should also include people who challenge you. Growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. Motivated individuals don't just agree with everything you say. They push you to think deeper, act bolder, and hold yourself to higher standards. This kind of constructive challenge is necessary to reach new heights. It's what keeps you accountable when distractions and excuses creep in. When you surround yourself with positive, driven people, you develop a sense of belonging. You feel understood, motivated, and less alone in your journey. That connection creates emotional resilience. You bounce back faster from setbacks because you have people who believe in your potential. That belief is often the difference between quitting and pushing through. Supporting others is just as important as receiving support. The strongest networks are built on mutual encouragement and respect. When you offer help, share your experiences, and celebrate others' success, you build trust and loyalty. This reciprocal relationship creates a powerful environment for everyone to thrive. It reminds you that growth is a shared journey, not a solo battle. It's worth noting that quality beats quantity. You don't need hundreds of acquaintances or social media followers to change your life. A small circle of committed, motivated people is far more impactful than a large crowd of indifferent connections. Focus on deepening relationships with those who inspire and challenge you. These relationships become your personal board of advisors, sounding boards, and cheerleaders. In moments of doubt or struggle, this network acts as a mirror reflecting your true potential. They remind you of your strengths, your past wins, and your purpose. They speak words that uplift when your own voice falters. That emotional and mental support is invaluable because change is hard. Without encouragement, it's easy to lose hope and give up. Creating this environment also shapes your daily habits and mindset. You start adopting the discipline, optimism, and focus of those around you. Over time, their qualities become your qualities. This transformation doesn't happen overnight, but builds steadily with consistent exposure. The influence of supportive and motivated people accelerates your growth more than any book, course, or seminar ever could. Some people hesitate to seek out new relationships because of fear of rejection, fear of change, or fear of not fitting in. These fears are real but must be overcome. Growth requires courage to step into new spaces and connect with people who elevate you. The payoff is worth it, a life filled with possibility, encouragement, and purpose. Lastly, you must take responsibility for the energy you bring to your relationships. Support and motivation are two-way streets. Your attitude, commitment, and generosity affect those around you. Strive to be the kind of person who uplifts others, shares hope, and works hard toward goals. When you contribute positivity, your circle grows stronger and more vibrant. Choosing to surround yourself with supportive and motivated people is a powerful step toward transforming your life. It changes your mindset, habits, and emotional health. It makes hard days easier and good days even better. You become part of a community that believes in growth, action, and success. This choice rewires your brain to focus on possibility, resilience, and progress. It pushes you to take risks, overcome fear, and keep moving forward no matter what. That kind of environment is fertile ground for change. It helps you break free from limits and build the life you deserve. When the year 2025 passes, those who chose to surround themselves with the right people will be the ones celebrating growth and achievement. They will be the ones who refused to settle, who pushed past obstacles, and who became the best versions of themselves. This powerful habit, the people you choose to walk with, will be one of the biggest factors in their transformation. The choice is simple but profound. Invest in relationships that support and motivate you. Protect your mind from negativity. Offer support in return. This environment becomes the fuel for your success and the shield against doubt. The company you keep shapes the life you live. Make sure it's the company that helps you rise. Number 8. Manage your time wisely with clear daily plans. Most people feel like there aren't enough hours in the day. The clock seems to move too fast, and the to-do list only grows longer. It's a daily struggle that creates stress, frustration, and a sense of falling behind. Many find themselves overwhelmed, jumping from task to task, never fully focused, and exhausted by the end of the day without accomplishing what truly matters. This is not because time isn't enough, it's because time isn't managed well. The difference between those who move forward and those who stay stuck comes down to one thing: how wisely they manage their time. Time isn't something you can control or stretch. Everyone has the same 24 hours. What changes everything is how you use those hours. If the goal is transformation, your daily plan must become your best friend. Without clear plans, days slip away like water through your fingers. Without focus, priorities get lost and important actions never happen. That's why managing time with clear, realistic plans is essential for turning dreams into reality. Planning your day doesn't mean scheduling every minute tightly or being rigid. It means being intentional with your hours, knowing what must get done, and understanding what can wait. When you start each day with a clear plan, you bring purpose and direction to every moment. This clarity reduces stress because you know what to do and when. It stops the constant feeling of being pulled in too many directions. A good daily plan begins with priorities. Not every task holds the same weight. Some actions move you closer to your goals, while others distract you or waste your energy. Identifying your top priorities is key. Focus on the tasks that bring the biggest impact. When you plan your day, allocate time for these first. Everything else should fall around them. It's easy to get caught up in urgent tasks that don't actually contribute to your growth. When your plan is clear, you recognize these distractions quickly and say no to what doesn't serve your purpose. This is a powerful skill because it protects your energy and keeps your momentum strong. A common mistake is underestimating how long tasks take or trying to do too much in a day. This leads to frustration and burnout. Wise time management requires honesty with yourself. Be realistic about what you can accomplish. Break bigger tasks into smaller steps and spread them out. This prevents overwhelm and builds steady progress. Daily planning also means setting boundaries. Saying yes to everything or being available at all times dilutes your focus. Learning to say no, turning off notifications, or setting specific work periods shields you from interruptions. These boundaries protect your concentration and preserve your energy for what matters most. Another important aspect is building routines around your daily plans. When you develop habits like planning your day first thing in the morning or reviewing your tasks the night before, managing time becomes natural. These routines create consistency, making it easier to stay on track even when motivation dips. It's also crucial to schedule breaks. Non-stop work drains your mind and body, reducing effectiveness. Short pauses to breathe, stretch, or clear your mind refresh your energy and improve focus. A balanced daily plan includes time to rest so you don't run out of steam halfway through your day. Sometimes things won't go as planned. Interruptions, unexpected problems, or low energy will show up. A flexible daily plan accounts for these realities. It allows you to adjust without losing sight of your priorities. The goal isn't to be perfect, but to stay intentional and consistent despite challenges. Tracking your time is another tool that helps manage it wisely. When you observe how you spend your hours, you become aware of wasted moments and hidden distractions. This awareness lets you make smarter choices and protect your valuable time better. It's easy to get caught in busy work that doesn't lead to real progress. A clear daily plan helps you avoid this trap. You work smarter, not harder, by focusing on meaningful actions. This brings a sense of accomplishment and fuels motivation to keep going. When your time is managed well, stress decreases. You gain control over your day instead of feeling controlled by it. This control improves confidence, mental clarity, and overall well-being. You become more productive and have energy left for the people and things that bring joy. Wise time management also impacts your future. Consistently focused days add up to meaningful growth. The small, deliberate steps taken each day compound into big results over months and years. This isn't magic. It's the outcome of clear planning and disciplined action. Many people wait for the right moment to start managing their time better. The truth is that moment is now. Time won't wait, and your dreams won't get easier if you delay. Taking control of your daily plans today sets the foundation for transformation tomorrow. Managing your time wisely with clear plans is a choice to respect yourself and your goals. It's a commitment to turn intentions into actions, chaos into order, and overwhelm into calm focus. This habit creates a life where you work with purpose and live with balance. Each day presents a fresh opportunity to practice this rule. The effort invested in planning your time becomes your most valuable asset. It gives you the freedom to progress toward your dreams without the constant drain of stress or distraction. The process is simple but requires discipline. Write down your priorities, estimate realistic timeframes, build routines, set boundaries, schedule breaks, and review your progress. Do this consistently, and you'll notice how your days change, from chaotic and frustrating to productive and fulfilling. Time management with clear daily plans isn't about controlling every detail. It's about guiding your day with intention so that your actions align with your highest goals. This alignment transforms ordinary days into steps forward on the path to your best life. In 2025, those who master this skill will move faster toward their dreams. They'll make fewer mistakes, feel less overwhelmed, and gain more confidence in their ability to shape their future. They'll have time for growth, health, relationships, and joy. The power to manage your time wisely lies within you. It's one of the strongest tools for transformation because it directly impacts every area of your life. When used well, it brings clarity, peace, and progress. Take charge of your time with clear daily plans. Make every hour count. This is the rule that turns busy days into productive journeys and dreams into reality. Number 9. Take full responsibility for your choices and outcomes. It's a tough reality that most people avoid facing. Your life is the result of the choices you make, and every outcome stems from your responsibility. It's easier to blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck for where you are. But true transformation begins the moment you stop pointing fingers and accept that your decisions have led you to this place. This isn't about guilt or shame, it's about empowerment. When you take full responsibility, you take back control of your life. Many feel stuck because they believe external factors are the reason they can't move forward. This mindset creates helplessness. It steals your power and keeps you trapped in excuses. The truth is, no one else decides your actions. The choices you make today shape your tomorrow. If things aren't where you want them, it's because of the choices made or the choices avoided. Taking responsibility means owning both the good and the bad. It's easy to celebrate success, but real growth comes from facing failures honestly. When you look at mistakes without blaming others, you learn valuable lessons. Each failure holds clues to what needs to change. Accepting responsibility opens the door for those lessons to come through clearly. This mindset shift is not comfortable. It means no more hiding behind "I didn't have time," "they didn't support me," or "I was unlucky." It's about looking in the mirror and saying, "What did I do to get here? What will I do next?" That moment, that decision to own your life, is where transformation starts. When you accept full responsibility, your attitude changes. Instead of feeling like a victim, you become the architect of your future. You see problems as challenges to solve, not as walls to stop you. This empowers action. You begin to seek solutions instead of reasons to quit. Responsibility also demands that you stop waiting for others to fix your situation. No one else can live your life for you or make your dreams happen. That's on you. This can be intimidating, but it's also freeing. It means the power to change is in your hands, no matter your background or current situation. Every choice counts, big or small. How you spend your time, what you say to yourself, who you surround yourself with, and how you respond to setbacks. Each decision either builds you up or holds you back. Recognizing this helps you become more intentional. You begin to weigh choices carefully, knowing their impact. Sometimes, taking responsibility means making hard decisions. It might be leaving bad habits behind or ending relationships that don't serve you. It might mean pushing through discomfort to develop new skills or change your mindset. These are not easy steps, but they are necessary for growth. Responsibility also means accepting the outcomes of your choices, even when they are not what you hoped for. Instead of blaming external factors, you reflect on what you can learn and how to adjust. This reflection creates resilience. You stop fearing failure because you know it's part of the process and you control how you respond. A key part of responsibility is self-awareness. It requires honesty about your strengths and weaknesses. When you understand where you struggle, you can take steps to improve. Ignoring your role in outcomes keeps you stuck. Facing it head-on gives you the power to change direction. This approach transforms how you deal with criticism and setbacks. When you own your role, criticism becomes a tool for improvement rather than an attack. You learn to separate your self-worth from mistakes and focus on growth. You become proactive in seeking feedback and using it constructively. It's important to recognize that responsibility does not mean blaming yourself for everything. It means recognizing what you can control and influence and focusing your energy there. This clarity reduces anxiety about things outside your control and increases your effectiveness where it counts. Taking responsibility reshapes your relationships as well. When you stop blaming others, communication improves. You become more reliable, trustworthy, and respected. People respond positively to those who own their actions and don't shift blame. This mindset also affects your goals. When you're responsible, you don't wait for perfect conditions or others' approval. You move forward because you understand that progress depends on your choices. This eliminates procrastination and excuses, replacing them with consistent effort. The process of owning your life is ongoing. It's a daily commitment to look honestly at your decisions and their results. It requires humility and courage to admit when you're wrong and to change course. This commitment fuels continuous growth and transformation. By fully accepting responsibility, you create a foundation for true freedom. Freedom from excuses, from blame, and from the limitations placed by a victim mindset. You gain control over your destiny and the ability to create a life aligned with your values and dreams. This rule is not just about achieving success. It's about living with integrity, authenticity, and purpose. When you take responsibility, you become the author of your story. You decide the direction, the pace, and the quality of your life. In 2025, those who embrace this principle will experience a profound shift. They will stop feeling like passengers in their own lives and become active drivers steering toward their goals. This shift changes everything from confidence and motivation to relationships and results. Responsibility is challenging, but it's the most powerful step you can take to transform your life. It demands honesty, courage, and action. But in return, it offers control, clarity, and progress. You don't need permission or perfect conditions. All you need is the decision to own your choices and outcomes. This decision turns setbacks into opportunities, doubts into determination, and dreams into plans. It builds character, strengthens resolve, and sharpens focus. Responsibility is the anchor that keeps you steady in storms and the compass that guides you forward. No matter where you are now, no matter what your past looks like, taking full responsibility puts you on the path to real change. It empowers you to break free from limitations and to create a future shaped by your own hands. The power to transform your life lies in accepting this rule. Take full responsibility for your choices and outcomes. When you live by this rule, every step you take moves you closer to the life you want. Number 10. Reflect daily to track progress and adjust strategies. There is a hard truth many overlook in their rush to succeed. Without reflection, progress is guesswork. Most people go through their days, weeks, even months, spinning their wheels, hoping for improvement, but not really knowing if what they're doing is working. They don't take the time to look back, to understand what's moving them forward and what's holding them back. That's why so many feel stuck, exhausted, or frustrated. Real change requires a pause, a moment every day to reflect on what happened, what you learned, and how to move better tomorrow. Reflection is not about dwelling on mistakes or beating yourself up for what went wrong. It's about honest observation. It's looking at your day with clarity and asking, what did I accomplish? What choices did I make? Where did I get off track? What could I do differently? These questions aren't just abstract ideas. They are practical tools that help you take control of your journey. When you reflect daily, you turn scattered efforts into focused progress. Too often, people assume that effort alone guarantees results. But effort without reflection can lead to repeating the same mistakes. You might be working hard, but if you don't evaluate your actions, you won't know if they're effective. Reflection provides the map to make sure your hard work is actually leading you where you want to go. Think about the feeling of being lost on a road trip without a map or GPS. You drive, but you don't know if you're headed in the right direction. Reflection is your daily check-in, your personal GPS, keeping you on course. It's how you catch mistakes early before they become habits that derail your progress. This daily practice sharpens your awareness. When you sit quietly and review your day, you start noticing patterns. You see which habits are helping you grow and which ones drain your energy. Maybe you realize you waste time on distractions or that certain tasks bring you more results. Awareness is the first step toward change. Without it, improvement is random and slow. Reflection also helps you stay connected to your goals. It's easy to get distracted by daily demands and lose sight of the bigger picture. When you reflect, you remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing. This keeps motivation alive and prevents burnout. It's like refueling your mind with purpose and clarity every day. Another powerful benefit is the ability to adjust strategies quickly. Life doesn't stand still. Challenges arise, circumstances shift, and what worked last month might not work today. Reflection allows you to be flexible. When you notice something isn't working, you can change course before wasting more time. This adaptability is crucial for long-term success. Reflection encourages accountability too. When you take time to review your actions, you hold yourself responsible for your progress. This builds discipline and commitment. It's not about judgment, but about honest tracking. When you know you'll review your day, you become more intentional with your choices. The process can be simple but must be consistent. It doesn't require hours of journaling or deep meditation. Even 5 to 10 minutes at the end of each day is enough. You can write down what you did, what worked, what didn't, and what you'll improve. This small habit compounds into big results over time. Reflection also strengthens your emotional intelligence. When you review your day, you pay attention to how you felt in different situations. You notice what triggers stress or joy. Understanding your emotional responses helps you manage them better and make smarter decisions. It connects your mind and heart in the process of growth. Some people avoid reflection because it forces them to face uncomfortable truths. Maybe you didn't follow through on commitments or reacted poorly under pressure. That's exactly why it's important. Avoiding these moments means missing the chance to learn and grow. Facing reality, no matter how uncomfortable, builds resilience and wisdom. The power of reflection is clear in the lives of successful people. They don't just work hard, they work smart. They constantly review their actions, measure progress, and adjust. This is how they stay ahead and continuously improve. Reflection keeps them focused, grounded, and motivated. Reflection also encourages gratitude for small wins. When you look back on your day, you can celebrate progress, no matter how small. Recognizing wins fuels confidence and positivity. It reminds you that change is happening, even if it feels slow. In 2025, the pace of life and work is faster than ever. Without daily reflection, it's easy to get overwhelmed and lose direction. Taking just a few minutes each day to look back ensures that every step you take is purposeful. It turns busy days into meaningful progress. Reflection is also a foundation for creativity and problem-solving. When you pause and review, your mind processes information differently. New ideas emerge, solutions appear. You gain insights that are impossible to find when rushing through tasks. The habit of reflecting daily transforms your mindset. You become more patient with yourself and more open to learning. You stop chasing quick fixes and instead build sustainable growth. This patience and persistence are what turn dreams into reality. It's worth noting that reflection works best when paired with clear goals. Knowing what you want helps you measure progress accurately. When you reflect, ask if your actions today brought you closer to those goals. If not, decide what needs to change tomorrow. Reflection can also strengthen relationships. By reviewing your interactions, you understand how you communicate and relate to others. You notice when you could have been more patient, clear, or supportive. This awareness helps improve your connections over time. Some use reflection as a form of self-coaching. They ask themselves questions like, what did I do well today? What will I do differently? What is my next step? These questions keep your mind focused on growth and solution-oriented thinking. Daily reflection is a habit that anyone can build. It requires discipline but pays huge dividends. Start small, be honest, and make it part of your routine. Over weeks and months, you'll see how much clearer your path becomes. Reflection also prepares you to handle setbacks with grace. When challenges come, you don't react blindly. You take a step back, analyze what happened, and decide the best way forward. This calm, thoughtful response keeps you moving rather than stuck. When you make reflection a daily practice, you create a rhythm of progress. Each day builds on the last with purpose and clarity. This momentum is powerful. It keeps your motivation strong and your vision sharp. The truth is, without reflection, even the best efforts can feel wasted. But with it, every day becomes a learning opportunity, a chance to improve, and a step toward your best life. It's the difference between drifting through life and driving your own success. Reflection helps you see the progress that's often invisible when you're caught up in daily routines. It shows you how far you've come and guides you on what's next. It gives you control over your personal growth. When you commit to this practice, you make your future predictable and manageable. You reduce guesswork and increase confidence. You start living intentionally, not just reacting to life. This is not a one-time event, but a lifelong skill. The people who master daily reflection create lasting success and fulfillment. They become the leaders of their own lives, fully aware and engaged. Taking this step in 2025 will separate those who only dream from those who truly transform.